Stadium in Glendale. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run here with Rico Dowdle. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. When you look at this defense, they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
A running play, it's Dowdle. Touchdown, Carolina! Rico Dowdle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. Big Derek Brown making the stop. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Benson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2nd and a couple. To throw is Murray. That one out wide, intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
In motion goes the tight end. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They run here with Dowdle. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
That's another Panthers 1st down. Here we go. A gain of 21 yards.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Cardinals' 21-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. Escapes the defender. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Another Panthers 1st down. 1st and goal, Carolina. Roll.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Rico Dowdle, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 25-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. Firing his target, it's Trey McBride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
16 yards.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He's got this downfield to McBride. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Murray now to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Cardinals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. And when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm on.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
Greg George, deep for Arizona.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Zay Jones,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are back within a score.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
Call the gain on 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Penix. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
To the air, Penix.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Let's go.
To throw again is Penix. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Murray going to throw. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Here's Murray. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
whistle. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Now Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zay Jones with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw with Penix. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. A gain of 5. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
A play fake. Now Penix. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. He's still barreling through. Running room at the 50. Look out. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, when we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Man open, here's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
That's good.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun now from Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zay Jones, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Ryan, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Cardinals 21. to kick off for Arizona.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll find McMillan here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We have that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw Penix. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. And this one is right down the middle. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So 3 points and a response there to that opening touchdown in this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson, 75 yards. And the Cardinals struck quickly here to tie up the ball game. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
From the 24 now, here's a second down and 9. Now Penix. To the right side and intercepted.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Penix's pass intercepted. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Kyler going to give this to Benson.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Another run here with Benson.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And looking to throw, Penix. This is caught by McMillan.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Carolina.
They're going to look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, what kind of speed he has, it's almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow him. But he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly.
Throwing again, Penix. A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Penix working out of the gun here.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Second and 4. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Panthers put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Murray now to throw.
That pass completed to Dortch.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Murray.
Pass complete there to Harrison.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Murray.
This is taken in by McBride.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his man. It's George. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go. 2nd down.
Murray to air it out again. This complete to Jones. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
To throw, it's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Trey Benson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. We're going to pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Murray to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
His throw incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Back to throw. Murray.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Now Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
That is incomplete.
Oh, they took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10.
To throw is Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Hey! Let's go!
He'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Riley now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 bison. 60 bison.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And a little bit of a surprise they lose